small boost of energy. It's like a sugar rush, and then maybe 5 minutes later they're tired and they're ready to sleep. So it's a good way, it's a good use, like maybe kind of for parents. Sacrifice 5 minutes of them running around and they'll fall right asleep.
5 minutes.
1 hour later.
Hello and welcome back to yet another video from MattyDTube, and today what I'm going to be doing is quite clearly, does what we eat affect our mood, as you can already see by the title. Now this will be a quite interesting video. It will be touching a lot of topics, and I hope you enjoy. So I will have to get my research, I will have to research and get my facts right, and what I research will most likely be either here or here, depending on space on either side. But with that all out of the way, I guess let's get straight in this video. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it on my date. What is the difference between what healthy food and unhealthy food? What's the difference between what they can do to our mood and change our mood swings? Now, okay, let me give you a scenario. You've just finished eating chocolate. How do you feel? Yeah, clearly not. No. You're like, this is nice. It makes you happy. Chocolate genuinely makes you happy. According to this research that I completely forgot, and I can't be asked to just get out my phone and research that. So it will be here.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Yeah. It triggers something that makes you happy. That's what chocolate does. Whether it is unhealthy, but it gives a good side effect. Okay, now let's look at sugar. Sugar. We all know that when kids have sugar, it's like a small boost of energy. It's like a sugar rush, and then maybe 5 minutes later they're tired and they're ready to sleep. So it's a good way, it's a good use, like maybe kind of for parents. Sacrifice 5 minutes of them running around and they'll fall right asleep.
5 minutes.
1 hour later.
It's I'm not a parent myself, but I'm some sort of suggestion at least. Anyways, so yeah, sugar rush can give you the small boost of energy and change your mood. Not give you like a mood swing or like in a negative way, but it can cause you to be quite aggressive and not really pay that much attention. Whether the person who hasn't is, maybe let's say they're playing a game, and the one who has had sugar will most likely be less attentive and wouldn't really understand the instructions, and will most likely be aggressive during that game. And the child who has not had any sugar will most likely be more calm and collective and will listen to understand the instructions better and will be more calm and peaceful, quite calm and collective. So it can have sugar can have quite a negative-ish, a pretty negative effect on your mood. Chocolate it makes you happy, so is that rather negative or positive? That's really quite positive. Unhealthy food, it can trigger a good emotion, but what about healthy food? Such as, actually I have to read this from my phone, and a list will be here. Foods such as, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Salmon, mushrooms, dark chocolate, foods with probiotics, yogurt. Again, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Oh my days. B6 vitamins, leafy greens, beef, and the grapes. Also, these foods can make you happy. Also, folic acid. Yeah. So these can have a negative and a positive effect, not just physically but mentally as well. Second point. What are the mood variations? Well, mood variations again can be happiness, anger, just calmness, I guess, tranquility, like tea. Ooh, I love tea, but we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, foods such as those can help you with your mood, or can change your mood. That can all the different types of mood variations that there are, all types of emotions. That is what food. You know the saying, you are what you eat. Yeah, it's not like you eat a pig and then you turn into a pig. I mean, it would be kind of cool. Not enough for you to turn into a pig, but like you eat, I don't know, any nice animal that you like, and you just turn into it. That would be pretty cool, but again, pretty weird. But still, if you it might be like if you eat a pig, you might become like a sloth, or not like slow like a sloth, but like a slob. That's what I meant. Not you in particular. The person might become like a slob, maybe. This was the original idea that I had before I did this. Maybe what you eat can literally affect how you are, like your personality in general. You like eating pig, pork, maybe that can turn you into like a slob, or turn the person into like a slob. Or you like eating leafy greens, vegetables and trees, you'll become really tall. It's not always the case, but if you like eating stuff like that, you'll become more calm and more intact with the earth and nature. But I didn't really have any research to prove that or back that up, so this is what I'm going with in this video. And yeah, going back to the second point, the different types of mood variations could be literally any type of mood at all. And yeah, that's really it. So third point, what certain foods should you be cautious of? Again, I'm gonna have to research this. Probably be here. Most likely, definitely will be here. Okay, so apparently these are bad for your health. I have these, but I clearly don't suffer any apart from pimples. That's puberty, but we don't really talk about that still. These foods are bad for your health. So these are mainly what you should not really stay away from, but eat less of. And sugary drinks, and sugar is the worst ingredients in the modern diet. Most pizzas, so majority of them, is still good, you know. And yeah, most pizzas, white bread. That's why you eat brown bread, people. Come on, get it in. Brown bread, man. Yeah. Anyways, most fruit juices, not like fresh fruit juice. That's completely different. I mean, the ones in the store that you think is fresh, but might not be. Sweet breakfast cereals. So your Cocoa Pops are gone. Fried, grilled, or boiled food. Forget I said that. Continue eating those. They're delicious. Pastries, cookies, and again, forget I said half of this. French fries, again, forget I said half of this. Alright, but these are generally quite unhealthy, and it's not food that you should really stay away from. Am I really just giving you tips on your diet? I guess that's what I'm doing. It's not really foods that you should stay completely away from, but foods that you should, like, you know, I think I've had a little bit too much sugar, you know. 5 full spoons of sugar, I'm good. It makes the medicine go down. It's fine. It's supposed to be 1 spoon of sugar, right? Oh well, I've had 5. It's still fine. Anyways, these are the types of foods that you should stay away from, and not really stay away from completely, because they can maybe benefit you to an extent. You should have a balanced diet, so that means you can have quite unhealthy things too. Yeah, and if you're vegan or vegetarian, is that really a balanced diet? I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm going to leave it at that. Anyways, because it's more like one-sided than like balanced. But again, it's your life choices. I'm not going to say anything about that. Yeah, and so to balance out basically, and also to have just a little bit of unhealthy things. It's like a nice little treat at the end. Fourth point, maintaining a diet is hard. I don't really know what to say about this. Maintaining a diet is really hard. I haven't even tried to maintain a diet. I kind of just eat food and I'm like, this is nice. I'm sure some of us also do that too. Yeah, maintaining a diet is actually really hard. Even going without food is really hard. But yeah, fifth point, and I'm going to build up a little bit more on it. Maintaining a diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and maintaining a healthy diet really can be exceedingly difficult. Genetics may actually play a part of this. For example, scientists believe that people with a certain gene, FTO, it's called, may be more prone to obesity because of a predisposition to high calorie foods and feel less full after meals. So yeah, it can maintaining a diet for some people can be really hard. I find this to be one of my weak points. Maintaining a diet is something I just can't do. But if you can maintain a diet, then you have to have that will mind to, I'm going to stay away from this specifically. So I want to, this is how I want to look, and that is really difficult. And to be honest, no sarcasm, I genuinely applaud you. So yeah, with all of that out of the way, I didn't even write a conclusion on the board. I just said 5th point / conclusion. What am I doing? Anyways, so well, those 4 points out of the way, let's go to the conclusion. Yes, I'm doing 4, not 5 points. Let's just say that the 5th point is now a conclusion. So in conclusion, what we eat plays a part in our mood, and all the points that I've stated to wrap everything up. Healthy and unhealthy food can give us a mood swing and mood change. That is from point number 1. From point number 2, there are many different variations of moods that we can feel after eating certain different types of foods. That's for the second point. For the third point is there are actually foods that we should be mindful of and not stay away from them, unless we'll be here probably, or here, or maybe somewhere around here. There are certain foods that we should stay cautious of and not really have too many of, but not have them at all. That's a completely different thing. That's unhealthy in its own right. 4th point, maintaining a diet is really hard, and again, I still do applaud you. So the way, I guess that's the end of this video. This video was basically just helping you with your diet in a sense, I guess. You're welcome. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you stayed this far to the end of this video, you clearly did, and I really do appreciate you. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Also, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. You're helping a brother out. Peace.
I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die.